We're gonna do a quick repeat. You can use it. You have to give me homework anyways. So you need to give a quick repeat based on your mood page. Maybe, for example, for Alexandra's, I was like, oh, this is an animal. This will be an easy way for me to show you what I meant by demos. Okay. It's easy. I'll show you. Let's control. Now we're gonna create a new page, 300. You can do whatever you want. Usually try not to do such a big repeat. Keep it small because you're not gonna be printing this. You're just going to be putting this in your sketches anyways. Okay, so 8.5 by 11 for now. Remember, we're creating like a tiny digital portfolio. So we create. Oh, what the heck happened here? Oh, it didn't do it correct. 8.5 by 11. Thank you. It doesn't matter at this point. So, anyways, oh, I didn't choose the clipboard. You know what happened? My finger slipped. Fat finger today. There you go. Finger didn't slip this time. So we're gonna drag our element from Photoshop that we created from our mood page. Correct? Ah, shoot. To the new page. You can do that also with PC. You can drag between Photoshop file to Photoshop file. Sometimes it will decrease because it's 300 dpi. I want to create a print based on this beautiful Dior. So I'm just gonna select with lasso. We did lasso. Remember how we erased, selected, and all this stuff. So I'm just gonna select what I can. That's all I have. But you're like, Professor, how are we gonna make a repeat out of it? We will. It's not gonna be the neatest repeat right now, but that's okay. We're gonna get used to it. Just find whatever you can. It can be flowers, it can be not. I am just going to, let me see. Make sure your layers, you can see your layers right now. Oh, I don't know why it masked it. So that's a mask, by the way. I have no idea why it masked, but we don't want a mask. Just be careful if you're masking. I need a real layer. You see the difference? There's no black shadow. That just means that's how you mask in Photoshop. I'm not gonna go into it right now. It gets a little complicated. But anyways, because we go here, and you know what? I'm just gonna divide the layers. I am gonna put this in the bottom. I'm just gonna try my best. This, change it around. Maybe even if I am shifting things and I right click or control and I flip horizontal, that's how you mirror things, by the way. So how about this? Done. Okay. You're just gonna play to fill it in. You're gonna do what you can. I'm introducing a new tool called Stamp. If you go to Stamp, it's right here, guys. Stamp, or you press S. Make sure you have, this gets a little tricky. But let's just, for my sake, I'm gonna merge these layers together just to make it easier for me now. You don't have to merge all layers. You know how to do it. You select it and you select your layers and you put, where are you? In layer and you put merge layers. That becomes one. Just to work with things. You can do different. You don't have to use this specifically. So anyways, we go to Stamp. I press Option or Alt, and you see that little preview? Look what happens. You see that? What the Stamp does. Stamp is, it takes a section that you selected and copies it where you want to click that selection. This actually comes in really handy when you're doing images, like blurs and like for skin. Sometimes you have to do that. That's how they get the texture without trying so hard. So then we do that. And not only that, I want you to get used to the opacity. On top, if you don't see this top bar, once again, you go to Windows, you go to Workspace, and you go to Essentials. So you can see all of the options. Because that way, with Stamp, You can look at the flow. The flow, think of it as a can, like a spray can. How hard that spray can is being pressed. I want it at 50%, not 100%. I want very light. And the opacity, maybe 67. Play with it. Now, I click on the image, and I just play with it. Look how much it's blending now. And I just blend it. Once I select it, I move around, and I do it. And you can see it. Okay. And this kind of looks okay. I can even erase the little stitches there too. Sometimes it doesn't look as good. That's okay. And maybe I select this and I just copy it to the other side. That's already looking pretty decent, correct? By stamping. There's another way to do prints to fill in gaps. If you click on the selection, just square is fine, or a lasso or whatever. You do Shift, Command 5, or you go to you go to Edit, you go to Fill, you put Content Aware, put OK. It does it for you. I want you to play with this. I want you to start using stampies, fills. Believe it or not bad. Because right now you can see for Content Aware, it kind of created really easy. Is it patchy? Yeah, it's a little patchy. But it's not like I'm gonna do everything from scratch like I did in the bottom, correct? So maybe there's a repeat here. Let's see. Usually look for one, not if you find something, you should find it again. It's not here, but that's okay. We're gonna make that repeat. So I want you to start playing with that right now based on your mood page and see if you can make a repeat using Content Aware and stamps, okay? Because we can use the one, but the one, what happens with the one doesn't help. It helps you more clean, and let's just say, for example, there's better ways to revise colors. So now, at least now look at me, I kind of have already almost a repeat because I can just bring this over here, this little horseshoe, and try to maybe erase it around. Like, oh, okay, she blends in. You just need to make a seamless repeat. So you just have to work on it. Seamless repeat is like, as in Illustrator, you notice there's a top and the bottom and the sides. So that's what we're gonna work on today, and I'm gonna finish a seamless repeat with you together. Play with, make sure to always save it while you're doing. Okay, so then we're gonna do seamless repeat, and give me one sec, Crystal Araujo, and that's it. We're gonna play. It's gonna be fun, guys. Oh shoot, hold on a second. Make sure you always save it as a Photoshop file, not as a PDF. That was my mistake. Okay. Done. Okay, dokes.